every time. Hello everybody and welcome to the Clip It podcast, episode 37. Today I am joined by two absolutely amazing people, but before I get into that, I was watching a film the other day and it was interesting because it was something about a spy doing their job, meeting ladies, driving cars and having fun, and I didn't really understand what was going on, and then I realised it was a film about me. I am 007 himself, Tactical TV, and I am joined by Camer0nStev.
Hello, I'm Cameron, and for some reason my Discord is coming through my headphones.
That is
I
ideal.
stream on, very much ideal. I very much like tax stream on Twitch. You sometimes will catch me uploading the odd video to TikTok, but that's very, very rare.
Fair.
Very rare.
And I'm
Indeed.
also joined by Kobe.
Hello, I'm Kobe. I am also like Tackins, Cameron, a Twitch streamer, and I also make tech content.
Tick content. Is that
Tech
tech content.
Dick content.
Tech.
I thought you said tick content. I was like, is that like the youthful way of saying TikTok content or something?
No,
Decent.
I'm
I
not
appreciate.
youth.
It's how these Gen Z call them these days.
You're literally a year and a half older than me. Shut the fuck up.
It's
Little boy.
genuinely an honour to have you both on today.
It's an honor to be here.
Honor to be here. It's very true.
I'm not gonna lie, I've wanted to do this for so long.
I know.
I've known loads of people that have wanted to do podcasts, and it's just a fun thing to do, to be honest.
It's just genuinely, it's just fun.
Yeah.
It's easy content. It's easy way to make money. I totally make money from doing this. But no, yeah, we've literally just spent the last 20 minutes talking about random shit Marvel. We'll definitely get into that later. Scandals and gaming news over the last 20 minutes, and so you know what, we'll just jump straight into this. But before that, I've just realized, is that merch you've got in the background, Kobe? On
That's
your
just a
door?
hoodie. That's not.
Oh, okay.
That's just a random. That's just. It's not even a hoodie. It's a jacket. It's not. No, I don't. I was contemplating with the idea of making merch. I even sort of had a design drawn up, but I haven't done it because I lacked a certain amount of money to get the whole process started.
Fair. No, it's fair.
So I think I'm gonna wait to do that at a later date. But no, it's not. I wish.
I've always wanted to
that's
do
okay.
money, but I want to own it to show it off, because I don't want to go through a certain company and they print off. I'm not specifying anyone, but I don't want to go through a company and they print shit quality merch. So I'd like to get it myself as well.
I've got a friend who actually has his own merch brand. His name's Rage Quit, and his brand is like, I think it's Aurora, and he makes hoodies. He just makes the one hoodie, but it took him so long to even find the right distributor that would give a decent quality hoodie. Like so much longer than it should have. Like there's so many companies out there that they'll give you a good price and will look okay, and then he got them in person like for a tester, and it was like thin. It was like a t-shirt for a hoodie, and it was really shit. So
Nice.
There's a lot more work that goes into building a merch brand than I think people realize.
Oh no, 100. It's just that just getting the resources, getting the shirts. No, I've contemplated doing that, like making my own just simple shirt design, I guess, either printed or sewn, because I've learned to sew, not well, but just I'll draw a square on there and sell it. That sells these days, doesn't it?
I don't remember very much from my. We had sewing class in high school, but I think I spent more time outside the class than in. I wasn't very well liked by my teacher, because I had 3 other siblings in my school. I had an older brother, a younger brother, and a younger sister, and she hated my older brother from the get-go immediately for absolutely no reason.
So she hated
you.
you.
And from there on in, it was because I had the same last name. I was hated. I was, things thrown at me. My brother was locked in a cupboard, and just so on. Normal teacher stuff,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we don't like her, but she's gone now.
Good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I would just like to add that I've seen the design that Jacob came up with. Like, Jacob was literally just sat in university, sent me this photo, and I was like, dude, I'm not being funny. If you got that printed on a hat or a hoodie or anything, I would fucking buy that. Like, just no.
I actually left class early because I was so excited about the design. I'd only been in class for like 2 hours, and I left. at like 11 o'clock in the morning to go home and spend the rest of the day just designing hoodies and stuff.
That's sick.
I probably have that. I'll send it to you later. I had some designs. I'll show other people at some point. But I would love to do something with it. But again, at the moment, it's not really the right time.
Would it be possible to go through your friend?
I'm sure it would be, yeah. Or at least I would get him to tell me who the person he did it through was, because he's managed to do it at quite a good price, and he's doing really well for it. I probably wouldn't do it through him. I'd probably just either use his supplier or use one that he recommends, probably.
Yeah, that's fair.
But merch is something that's just really cool. It's nice sort of having something that's yours that you can own. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, like having, I don't know if either of you had it, like having your own, something you've drawn or designed or come up with, and it's like on a big screen or printed on something or painted. You just get that feeling of ownership in a way. Like you feel proud.
You feel really good about it.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like the only thing I can think of with this is a mate of mine, very much like you, Kobe, YouTuber, did a lot of local stuff. And he asked me to help him come up with concepts for what was it? Basically, we have a football golf course up where we live.
Right.
And he knows the owner of that, so he gets a lot of stuff. Like, a great example is he literally just wanted a couple videos and pictures taken of his car, and I think he paid him about £500 for that.
Ooh.
Like, he just has money, and he just wants to give it to people for easy work.
If you have the money and you're feeling generous, sure, but geez, 500.
Yeah.
I have found photos of what it looked. I forgot. I tweeted photos when I made up some designs. Do you want to see them? I'm not sure if it'll be visible to your podcast, but I can show you just now if you'd like to.
Go on then. I'll check my phone. But he was doing stuff for this football golf place, and the guy was like, "We need a redesign." Well, they were doing lots of redesigns. He was like, "Can you redesign the little course maps you get at the beginning of each hole?" And So he came to me knowing that I did a bit of graphic design. He's like, "Hey, look, this guy wants some realistic maps done. Can you come up with a concept?" So I came up with a concept. I'm not kidding you. He asked me to come over, and I helped him make the first one. He did all over 36 holes. Didn't credit me. Paid me 50 quid. But I go there knowing that I came up with that design.
You came up with that.
And it's nice to see that sort of stuff done. I love the guy. It's just he wanted to get credit.
It's kind of that's not right. You should always credit someone if you're gonna use their content or like at least even to have their help. You should always be crediting somebody for it.
Most definitely, yeah.
That's fair enough.
I appreciate the payment he gave me anyway, but I just felt like would have been nice to skip it. I
suppose.
Yeah. I still got the designs on my PC, so if there's some sort of controversial copyright claim, I can go, well, I've got the designs here.
Yeah,
they are.
This is precisely why I tweeted a photo of this design I did, because I know that if someone in the time between me not doing this and then me actually starting to make merch with it, I have a tweet dated of a design that I have done saying, should I make this into merch, or thinking I might make it into merch. So if it does happen, I can, throw it back at whoever steals it.
You know what I've just thought?
That is sick, by the way. I just want to say.
Thanks.
Do you know what you could do with it?
What?
Sticker.
NFT. NFT it. NFT it. Like, dude, you could make.
No, actually, I didn't even think about that. But the stream podcast will not be able to see this, but I'm showing Cameron right now. This little guy as an NFT.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
I hope you know that you've messed up the entire editing phase for TAC though.
Don't worry, I have an idea to fix this.
I'm gonna stop that now.
I have an idea to fix this. Don't worry. No, that is genuinely class. You bring it up? What are your two's opinions? Yeah, that's a sentence on NFTs.
I think it's both really cool and really stupid.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just another fad. I think people are gonna take it as far as they possibly can until people start to realize this is dumb. Why am I spending $100,000 on a little JPEG of someone?
See, but the thing is, like, it's already, to me, like, I kind of like the premise, because I'm not sure if you've seen, but certain NFTs, as well as holding monetary value, also hold a certain social status and value. Like some NFTs are actually used as keys and passcodes and passes to get into like exclusive parties and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So people who have like really high up in the business world or really rich people actually have parties exclusively for certain NFT holders. So you quite literally have to turn up with the NFT in its most pure form or whatever it is on your phone or an iPad or something like that, and show that you own it. And if you don't, then you can't get in.
So it's literally an expensive bus, like a digital bus ticket.
It's an expensive bus ticket, essentially. Yeah,
like that same concept. Like you can get into as you said, parties or places with this code, this token. Interesting. Yeah. I didn't expect that because I remember someone joking to me that what if I just got my bank account details and sold it as an NFT? Could I get more money than my bank account's value?
Well, I think that's kind of the beauty of it. Anything can be an NFT.
Oh yeah,
Or
it's like there's no limit on what can and cannot be an NFT, as long as it is like a digital format image. Then it can be sold.
Personally, I think it's cool as they are. Like, sorry, carry on, Cameron. Carry on, Cameron.
No, go on, Jacob.
You talk. No, I'll allow you. You're wearing a sim pack. Carry on.
As though that makes any sort of difference to anything.
It reduces your social status.
I'm not going to lie. I need that hat because, the majority of people that you walk around in town will not care. Or, they'll be like, oh, that's a cool hat. They won't understand it, though. I need it.
It's actually, I didn't find out until I actually got it. It's Sweet Anita.
Oh.
It's her merch.
Oh, you didn't realize that?
Sweet Anita, the Twitch streamer that has the Tourette's.
Oh right,
that's her merch.
You just bought it.
And wait, you didn't know?
Not until I bought it. No.
That's mad.
Yeah.
How did you not know? Was it like her website?
Yeah. I just. Well, to be fair, it was.
Did you not pick up on that when all of it was like the exact same style?
I didn't know that it was her merch. The only reason that I knew about it was because Sean has the same kind of hat, but his is like slightly different. Okay. So it's like from a different drop. Mm-hmm. And then it was actually me and Sean were playing Apex or something, and Emma was sat in my chat, and I was like, Emma, do you want to buy me one? And she was like, I bet. So I was like, I'm gonna call your bluff on this, and she actually ended up buying me it.
Amazing.
And she actually bought 2.
Oh, not bad. Oh, damn, I wish I got
one now. I wouldn't
mind
a simp hat.
I fucking love it. Because I've only got 3 bits of merch that I've purchased. Mm-hmm. One of them you have from the same content creator, I know, Kobe. TGF.
Oh, this is where he goes and gets his TGF hoodie, isn't it?
My TGF hoodie. This is my favourite hoodie. This is my absolute favourite hoodie. I'm not sure if you have the same one.
No, I do like that one. Know. I know it's one of the rarest but most common ones. I do prefer the theme park one though.
Oh, I love it. I do love the theme park one. That's probably my favourite one. Oh, every single because obviously there isn't really there aren't many big content creators out there anymore who don't have some sort of merch, whether it just be a hat or a phone case or hoodies, for example. TGF every single time, without a doubt, they do a merch drop once a year. Every single drop is just amazing, and it's different and it's unique. Every single one is different and it's so cool. And like there's most content creators, they'll release multiple things a year and they'll all be very, very similar.
Yeah.
Like the difference in their products is just, it's so beyond anyone else.
Like this is the one I got. My girlfriend got the jumper. I got the shirt.
I got the t-shirt. Nice.
But like they only showed off the front. They only showed off the front when they sold it, so I wasn't aware they had that on the back.
So cool.
Which it's fucking lit. But
I didn't even know. Yeah.
So if you want to spend 40 quid on a shirt, I recommend.
I actually love it. That drop that you got that t-shirt from.
Jacket, I really wanted that. That looks sick. Cool.
It was so expensive though.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I would have paid it. But I remember when they had, you know how often companies, when they're releasing a new product or content creators, they'll have like a day or two beforehand where certain creators have access to it before everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Or instead of that, they'll have a day where if you guess that the access code, you get access, whatever. And so TGF tweeted I can't remember exactly what they said, but guess our access codes to get a day to have like 1 day early access to our
I remember this.
our
Yeah.
website. I was at Reading Festival when I saw this, and I actually, I was literally in the middle of the crowd watching Disclosure at like 2 in the morning in a massive field on my phone, desperately attempting to put in an access code to this website, and I was putting things like childish. Luke has no hairline, and like the most childish possible things I could, and none of them worked. And I was just standing still in the middle of a field while everyone was bouncing around me, desperately trying to guess this code, and I didn't get it.
Should have asked some people around you, just like, give me a random code.
Someone probably would have shouted back, to be honest.
Yeah.
They're pretty well known.
I'm now just imagining you sort of in a field just shouting, "Does anybody watch TGS?"
Anyone watch TGS? No, okay.
Oh God!
The thing is, Reading, so like I would say a good half of that crowd probably do.
Oh yeah, there was a big I mean, almost all of them were like UK creator fans anyway, because for example KSI was performing there.
Oh yeah.
And when he did, all the Sidemen came out as well, and like all of Reading stood up and went yeah. And like I'm personally like I don't mind the Sidemen. I think I do quite like their videos, but I wouldn't say I'm like a biggest fan as most British people. Also, something that really like I quite like, actually genuinely like there's not that many songs of KSI's I actually like. But
Started like his newer stuff.
Yeah, his newer stuff is getting better and better. But he had like most performers, he had like a bit of auto-tune. Like it's very common now when you're performing live to have a bit of auto-tune. I'm not sure someone forgot to turn it off when he was speaking, or he just liked the effect. But he would finish singing a song, and it would stay on when he was talking to the crowd. So he would be like, "Hey guys," and
my God.
But everybody loved it. No, I wasn't sure if I was the only one picking up on it, and everyone else just thought it was funny. But like I couldn't control myself from laughing, and everyone was like, "Why are you laughing? This is so good." And I was like, "Is it though?"
I think
it was. I mean, it was peak.
The thing with KSI is he's one of the only YouTubers to really go mainstream, and I feel like and beyond potentially. Yeah, he's really done well for himself.
I think the only person who's on the same level, and I would say even slightly more, is Logan Paul. Because obviously, I'm not sure if you've seen recently, they're
working together now. Yeah,
and I think that's so cool. Yeah, no, it's an energy drink company.
That's it. Yeah,
it's a sports hydration drink company. It's called Prime, I believe.
I can't remember. I remember seeing the promos for it.
I think that's really, really cool. I think that's like such a cool origin story. Like they hated each other for years, and now they're like business partners. Like that's genuinely just so cool.
It's almost like we all knew it was fake from the minute it happened.
Oh, we know the boxing was rigged, but apparently the first one was meant to go one way, so then they would have a second fight which would go the other way, and then they would have a third fight with an all-out winner or potential draw.
I don't think honestly, genuinely don't think it was.
According to his manager, it was.
What, Logan Paul's?
KSI's.
I didn't know his manager had said it was. I just thought it was.
No, he didn't know
that. He was on one of, I think it was what's it? It's Jack Howe's podcast or whatever. Jack Howe's.
Oh right, I didn't see that.
I think it was KSI's manager. I could be completely wrong. It might be his publicist. I can't remember. But apparently, the first match was meant to go one way, so there was going to be a second match, which would be a rematch, and then potentially a third one after that, if that was to be agreed on. So they were okay. The first one's meant to go one way, so there was meant to be a rematch. So the fact that it was a draw kind of put everybody on edge. But at the same time, if you're going to match fix correctly.
Yeah, I don't even want to imagine how much money was spent on getting people to fix that.
Yeah.
And then after all that, it fell through.
Like literally. Wait, was
someone
there even a third
definitely
fight?
in a lot of trouble. No, there wasn't. I
can't remember the.
Because they now then after that on really good terms, and they just started doing their own thing, obviously. And then obviously Logan Paul fought Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, and Jake's doing well for that as well. Actually, he's doing some. He's
as much as I actually like Logan Paul. I think he's done really well for himself, and I think he's actually become like a really good person. And as much as I don't like Jake Paul, I think he's very annoying. I think he's got too much of an attitude for absolutely no reason. I've got to respect how well he's doing. And I know he's just fighting MMA players and stuff like that. But given the fact he only started like a year and a half, 2 years ago in boxing, and he's already doing as well as he is, it is quite commendable.
No, definitely. He started with Deji, and now he's going against Deji. I'm pretty sure there's another fight up there.
The rematch. Which, to be fair, Deji's now got in insanely good shape.
Yeah, he's
like
definitely...
he took like 6 months off content, and he's now in very good shape.
He definitely had a U-turn in life, Deji.
Oh yeah. Well, he kind of had to. Something had to change.
Oh, that's true.
It wasn't going well for him for a while.
No, those comedy shorts just were not working. Like, they just didn't do any well. Honestly, no, those two, it's amazing to see where they've come from. Like KSI, I remember watching when I was 15, 14, like 7 years ago. Christ, yeah. And then obviously the whole of the side. Let's be honest, the sidemen are doing well. Ethan's had a huge change. I don't really care about him though. Vix, I think I think Vic's the richest one out of them.
I think he is now. Yeah, given all of his, I think his Minecraft and gaming and Warzone sort of stuff.
Yeah, because
he does all that. He's made a lot of money, and he's married now. Like
he's married,
yeah. Well, he's engaged anyway.
He rents apartments, if I'm not wrong.
I absolutely no idea he did that. I just knew that he was making a lot more, I think, than a lot of them.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Mm-hmm. Shame.
That'll all just come down to
his
the
business
decisions.
Yeah, he's the smartest one out of them all. Not that they're that smart, but he is just the smartest one out of them all, I would probably say.
Yeah.
Like, you know, KSI got carried, I think. Sidemen are the best. KSI just got carried.
Yeah,
just
a way,
a point.
I guess, but
hot take.
I guess you could. To be fair, that could be said of a lot of creators. For example, like I think
Cameron.
I'm not.
I'm sorry.
That was unfair. That was unfair.
I've most certainly been
carried. Wow.
Oh no! I'm sorry, Cameron. No, I think
just it's fine.
Without hesitation, Cameron.
But everybody goes silent. I'm like, I've really said something bad now.
I was just sat here in my own little world listening, and then I just heard you go, Cameron. Just completely monotone, not even in a jokey, sarcastic way. Just Cameron. Cameron.
That's not. Yeah.
No,
that's not fair.
No. I can't say shit. I've literally been carried my entire Twitch career. I think all of my followers have come from just making friends and following other people.
Well, to be fair, like one of the most important thing I think a lot of people in content don't understand or realize is networking is possibly one of the most important things about growing your business or your stream or anything like that. Like you need to get to know other streamers, need to get to know other content creators and anybody really, because otherwise who's going to know? You know, you can promote all you want to, but you need to make connections. It's like, you know, you need to make friends and you need to build your business, and you can't do that without talking to other people.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I'll tell you something. So 90% of the time, if I'm ever sat at my computer, I'll have either if I see someone that I know streaming, I'll have their stream open. I won't necessarily chat, but obviously
lurking,
I'll be there. I'll be lurking, yeah. And I don't know why at this particular moment I looked back over at Jacob's stream, at Kobe's stream, and it was so weird to me because obviously when I first started, obviously Jacob did like raid me and stuff and help me get to affiliate, but it wasn't something that I ever expected to like carry on, sort of thing. So I expected to boost it first, but then because me and Jacob streamed a lot at the same time and were streamed together, obviously his viewers would be watching him and not watching me, because obviously the watch for Jacob. And then as I was sat in his stream the other day, I noticed that one of his viewers, I think it was Chelsea, actually asked if I still streamed.
It was actually 3 different people, Cameron. You weren't there for the first 2.
Oh, was I not?
There was 2 people who came in saying, "Do you still stream with Cameron and Fergie?" Or does, and then another person just says, "Does Cameron still stream?" And I was like, "Yeah, still does."
I just haven't for a long time.
Just hasn't for a long time. Yeah, no.
That's actually quite wholesome. That's quite nice to just see that.
But it was just so strange to me, because
you got,
it's not something that I ever think about.
Well, I think some of my best Twitch moments and funniest Twitch moments happened when I was playing with you and Fergie.
It was
Like,
so funny.
Like doing Apex as a trio back in the day there was some, I mean, hilarious moments, and that's like when I was at my peak of streaming. Obviously, it's gone down a little bit now, but that was like, that's what people came to watch. They came to watch us like just having a laugh, and it was funny. It was genuinely hilarious.
Like you'd catch the three of them in a good mood, and it would just be fucking. It would just be hell.
class.
It would just be so chaotic.
The thing was, like, we weren't even. Not that we weren't getting along, obviously we were, but half the time it was us just shouting at each other. It wasn't even like we were setting up each other for good comedy like flicks. We were just shouting abuse at each other.
We were just ripping each other to shreds. It's like I remember. Oh my god, I remember. And I'm gonna mention this because I don't think Tak knows.
Okay.
So basically, Tak, there was after me and Jacob were friends, but before I started streaming, there was a moment where me, my friend Dion, who I met with, like, who me and Dion met Jacob at the same time. We were playing a trios in Apex, and Jacob was streaming, and this was before Twitch found out that he's only 14. So he was streaming on both, and he absolutely blew up on the TikTok algorithm, on the live algorithm.
I want you to carry on the story, but I might mention at the time I was 18. I wasn't 14. I was 18.
I was going to say, it can't be that long ago.
But Cameron is going to explain why that was. Yeah, please carry on.
Basically, TikTok banned Jacob from going live because he was too young. Obviously, you need to be 15 to stream on TikTok, so it's a running joke in his entire community, and especially with me, that he's 14. But yeah, so he completely blew up on the algorithm, and he had like 2,000 people watching on TikTok. And then just all of a sudden, all at once, he went from like 12 people to like 450.
Jeez.
Like 400 on Twitch.
Yeah.
Like just instantly. And like we were in the middle of a game, and me and Dion were like trying to play this game, and Jacob, he was sweating, he was wearing a basketball jersey because he was so hot he couldn't even get his words out.
That is the screenshot there.
Jesus,
it's backwards. It maxed at 454 viewers. I averaged 46.2 viewers, and I went up 400 followers. And
like it was huge.
And the sad thing was, the next day, I was banned from going live on Twitch because somebody reported me for being too young. Oh, sorry, on TikTok. And although the amount of gain of followers and viewers I got from that stream still remains, it went down significantly because obviously I couldn't. For a while before that, I probably went live on TikTok and Twitch for about 3 weeks before that moment, and it was how I got from averaging 2 viewers to like 12 to 20.
Yeah,
and then obviously that particular one blew up, but Twitch being what it is, and now even still rarely sending out notifications, a lot of people, I've seen people even in the past couple of weeks actually who have come back saying, haven't seen you since you blew up on TikTok that one time. Like there were people who used to come to my streams and they only found out about it through TikTok. So because I'm now banned, I was banned from going live on that. A lot of people didn't know I was live and just sort of stopped coming, which is a bit of a shame.
Yeah.
And it took TikTok, I think, about a year and a month to reply to my customer service appeal that I submitted to them.
Did you get unbanned?
It still just said no.
And I sent them a photo. At the time, I sent them a photo of my passport proving I was over the age of 15. And I said, you've made a mistake here. I'm over the age. I'm allowed to do this. I didn't break any other rules. I got a response from them saying, although we have looked over your appeal, we have studied it, I'm afraid we are still going to have to refuse you from being able to go live. And they never got back to me after that.
Jeez.
And I was just I couldn't believe it. I was like, they literally admitted to me they had made a mistake, but they were still going to keep it.
Ridiculous.
And I was fuming. I was so angry. I really was. And I tried sort of tweeting TikTok customer support, and I just kept getting their automated response like, submit an appeal. You can't submit more than one appeal. You have to wait till that one's been done. And apparently it takes a year and a month to get back to you, so there's not really an awful much point in trying again. So I just gave up on going live on TikTok. As fun as it was, I had to, unfortunately.
I might have to try that one day then.
Oh yeah. Anybody who's wanting to grow Twitch stream, and if you can get up to
though.
If you can get up to 1,000 followers on TikTok, you can go live. Do so. Go live because it's a great way to promote.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're technically not allowed to do that.
No, not with Twitch. Not with Twitch. If you're affiliated,
not with Twitch. Yeah, it's technically
I'm pretty sure
it's against TOS.
No, but I'm pretty sure. Yes, but there's ways of getting around that. In that if you're not, if on your secondary. I mean, I may be completely wrong here, but I consistently every day still see people doing it. Content creators who I know.
Oh yeah.
Who have been doing it for years now.
Oh yeah, people do. They just shouldn't. But because Twitch.
But that's yeah.
Because Twitch pick and choose what to enforce at any point. Like even now, you could get banned from Twitch tomorrow because of it. Even though you haven't done it in so long, because when you did it was against TOS. They're not going to, but they would be well within their rights to do it. Yeah, they'll be well within their rights to do it. The same with any other streamer who does it.
It seems like Twitch are definitely getting a bit more chill with that though, because they've obviously let go of a lot of content creators, with some of the biggest ones.
Well, they didn't let go. I believe they away.
Oh no!
Yeah, they all ran away.
They fled to YouTube because YouTube's. I think obviously the two biggest that come to mind were Dr. Disrespect, Tapman, and who was the other one?
Dr. Lupo went over as well, but he's not a big one.
No. Was it Ludwig?
Ludwig, yeah.
Yes, all that went over.
Yeah, because he got banned on his first week of streaming because he watched Baby Shark.
Yeah. All three of those streamers who are immensely big and were immensely big streamers on Twitch and are still on YouTube, when they went over, they tweeted, saying, their announcement saying I've moved to YouTube and all this. In every single one of those tweets, they mentioned the fact that for a long time Twitch has not been taking care of me. I have not felt valued as a creator, even after all I've done to promote their social media. Them being the biggest probably streamers at the time for them, YouTube. As a company takes care of its creators so much more, and they genuinely sort of care about who their creators are. Twitch, even after all this, still couldn't care.
Would you move over?
So someone asked me the other day, said, would you rather have like 3 mil on Twitch or 500,000 on YouTube? I would pick YouTube every single step of the way, because YouTube views and subscribers are worth like double, even triple of what a Twitch follower is.
Oh, so that's literally just because. Sorry to interrupt, but that's literally just because of the fact that YouTube don't take as big a cut as Twitch does.
I found out the other day partners get the same cut as affiliates on subs.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
They can negotiate it.
Yeah, but very unlikely.
Yeah, but who the hell? You shouldn't feel like you should have to negotiate it once you become a partner. No. Like there was. I'm not sure. I think it's still happening on Twitter. I think. I can't remember what the exact tweet was called, but people are desperately tweeting saying we need to change the cut from what is it? I can't even what's the percent that goes to creators and what's the percent that goes to Twitch?
It's 50-50 at the moment.
It's 50-50. People are pushing for it to go to 70-30.
So the problem with the current state of subs at the moment on Twitch is it's 50-50, but each amount, depending on what it's. So because of obviously the localization, the prices vary now depending on who subs to you completely. If an American subs to you, you're going to get it, and you stream from the UK, you're going to get less money than someone subbing from the UK. Same with any other country. So sub prices it's income for any content creator on Twitch is varied drastically now. And in the long run, most people, they're losing money, which is unfortunate. It's better for the community. I very much agree on localization on prices. Because it's cheaper in the long run for especially certain countries, but it's just ridiculous for the content creator. They shouldn't be the one taking the big brunt from this, especially the middle ground people, the ones who are just making enough to have a living off it. When this hits them, it hits them hard. They have to potentially look into other avenues to make that little bit of money they've lost, or in some cases.
And it severely doesn't help either that Twitch, even after all of this time. I know that the standard, I think, percentage of notifications that will go out for a stream are usually, I think 80% of your following, I think, or 85%, as standard, will get the notification when you go live. Because if it was 100% for every single streamer, the Twitch servers would just be, they would blow up, basically. They would, it'd be too much to handle, which is understandable. But I can't remember when it was where it all suddenly just got so much worse. But it's nearly been like a year now where they haven't released a number of what it was, but every single
20%.
Twitch streamer agrees that it is like reduced drastically, the amount of people who have got your notification. Like every single day I have people who turn up halfway through at the end saying, yeah, Twitch didn't send me a notification. Like people who sub to me, people who are in my stream every single day, still don't get the notification.
I would say, I genuinely would say, without like just joking about it, it's probably around 20%. It's what it feels like, honestly.
I could probably count on one hand how many Twitch notifications I get on a daily basis. That I notice, especially. Like, that's so easy just to miss when you're just watching another stream.
The biggest problem with this, like you saying, if they were to do 100% of notifications going out, Twitch servers would cry. The biggest problem with that argument is, who's Twitch owned by? Amazon. What do Amazon they own literally half the world, and they probably have the most servers out of all the companies in the world.
Well, like Amazon hosts like Netflix and everything, and their own, the host
and
Amazon Prime Video.
Prime Video probably has more services than Twitch does.
So it's not like they can't put resources into it. I think the thing with Twitch is recently they've had a huge mix around with different people coming in from different companies and getting rid of certain people, and like from the company side, actual people that work there. And you can see this happening in a good light. I don't know if any of you read the recent Twitch was it health and safety like post they put up recently. They got a new head of the safety sector of the company. They're looking to try and do some good stuff. They did semi well with the hate raids, though it should have never happened. It seems like they've actually somewhat effectively got rid of it, though it does happen occasionally. And
it's not something that you can completely put an end to be fair.
The biggest problem, though, is
it's so difficult to moderate.
How has Twitch not got rid of all the follower bots? I'm pretty sure there isn't a single follow bot on YouTube.
I know. It's...
I actually saw an article about this when I was looking for stuff that we could talk about, and one of them was actually that Twitch banned like another 15 million accounts.
But that's just accounts, isn't it?
Eurogamer.
Have any of you ever actually been follow botted on Twitch?
Yes, 7K.
Yes. Okay, all of us have, right?
That was fun.
Not to that kind of extent, but yeah, when that whole
I think I was follow bot for about 230 people once, and that was very close to like the start of me streaming.
Yeah.
So that was obviously not a very good time for it to happen.
Yeah.
Because at the time I didn't even understand what it was. I thought I as a streamer was just doing very well, and then like an hour later I was like, oh, follow bots. Okay, fair enough, right, understandable.
Well, like when mine happened, I was like, did someone waste a shit ton of money on me, or is this just some? Because like 7.5k isn't a cheap amount of follower bots. Or for like, I'm like, did someone just think this would be a funny prank, or is it just a common occurrence? And
well, if it is a common occurrence, then Twitch should really be taking more drastic measures to stop it,
or have their own tool potentially. You shouldn't be able to go to.
You shouldn't have to rely on like Commander Root and stuff to make programs that remove them.
If it wasn't for Commander
Root that remove them,
we'd be all screwed.
Like, I remember actually having people come into my chat saying you're probably about to get like follow botted. When like this follow shows up, ban them immediately. And the people did show up. Like I had like long-term followers would like came into my chat saying like 3 of my friends have just been follow botted. When this person follows you, immediately ban her. And the person followed me like 2 minutes later.
Wow. It's ridiculous.
It's so bad.
I can't remember what the account was called, but it was that big bot one.
I can't remember the name, but I remember everyone was followed by them.
Yes, and I checked in his stream, and he was just casually I just checked his stream, and he's just casually coding shit, and he's got like 700,000 views or something like that, and he's just. Because he's followed everybody, and so like a lot of people are like, well, what's this? And then instinctively you go into that chat, to figure out what's going on, and there's like 800 people. I went into that chat and there's like 1,200 kids just going, "Hey, if I follow you, will you follow me back?"
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, this is the state of Twitch, isn't it? Follow for follow. It's just, it's piss poor. I hope Twitch does better this year. Honestly,
I actually I heard a really good idea that so I sort of my stream sort of started taking off when I started making TikTok content, and someone who is quite a big, you might call him TikTok streamer, or who got big through TikTok and that grew his Twitch. I think I might have mentioned to Cameron, you might not know him, but there's a streamer called FR Slush who actually posted, yes, you might know, he posted something on TikTok, I think about a year ago, and I saw it and I was like, it was a way to sort of help renovate and fix Twitch and make it more usable and a better way for people to be more findable on Twitch, like to promote other people's streams. And it was, in TikTok, how you have, it's just a scrolling system where random videos will show up and you can scroll through them. You came up with the idea that what if Twitch had a part of its page like that, where you can scroll through and you'd be showing random people's Twitch clips, and that would be such a good way to promote people's streams. And I think that's an actually genius idea.
I've said this idea on the podcast before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, like it's because like, it's just
why wouldn't they do it
today? The future of YouTube
instantly make them money.
No,
that's true. If I go on Twitch right now, I guarantee the top of my recommend is going to be a hot tub streamer. A hot tub streamer. I guarantee you.
I've got something to say. With what Cameron just said, I got something to say. But like, yeah, I've been saying this on the podcast every now and then because the future of content is short form. TikTok and Shorts, they've been absolutely killing it because that's short form content. YouTube short form content tends to get more views, less money, but more views. Like you remember, I don't know if you two remember the meta where you always want to try and get over 10 minutes to try and get the mid-roll ads
revenue.
Yeah. So like, but that's not happening anymore. It is just short form content. It doesn't make them money, but it gets some clicks.
Yeah, like TikTok, because TikTok used to only be you could make 15 to 30-second videos, and then they increased it to a minute, and it was, by the time they'd increased it to a minute, the whole short form content was amazing, just happened. And now you can make 3-minute videos, and there is probably maybe 1% of creators who make videos over a minute if they're smart. Like all of my content, like when I saw that I could make minute-long videos, my content, I tried to push it all to 1 minute if I could. Even my tech review videos, where like I'm like deeply trying to like describe like a product, I will try and limit myself to like 45 seconds because I know that the shorter videos do better.
Can I put you on a spot?
Like, yeah.
Can you do a 30-second Ridge Wallet ad?
No.
Oh God.
No, but like, yeah, no.
Sell me this pen.
I do actually have to. I genuinely do. I do actually have to make a video on one quite soon.
What do you have to do the video on?
Promoting their product. Like this is the first paid promotion I'm doing for them.
Okay.
So they're actually paying me to promote a video. I think I'm going to be starting it in the next week or so.
That'd be sick. That would definitely be up before the podcast is then.
Okay, right, yeah. Well, if I can get it done in time, that is.
I'll put that on.
Almost like you're being paid for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but so I do apologize. I'm slightly changing it. I'll talk about the quick thing I was going to say because Cameron, you saying that the Twitch clips, like even if it's a separate app, just wouldn't make them instant money. A great example of that is how did Twitch try to promote small content creators? Oh yeah, pay for views when they did.
Oh my god, yeah,
pay for boosting thing.
They did that.
Like literally, that is just paying for views. You know, as much as at the time I agreed with it, it's still shitty. You know, like it's
100%.
nice to try and get.
I mean, TikTok did it too.
Yeah.
They still have it. They still have the
TikTok. You can
promote button.
Pay for it,
and YouTube.
It's not good. It's
I don't upload to YouTube, so I wouldn't know anything about that. But yeah, TikTok, they let you pay. It's like £16, and they'll like guarantee your videos get a certain amount of views.
I think it's like 7K for like 16 quid. Is like the baseline amount.
Yeah,
like that's the least amount you can pay is like 17 quid.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, and you can guarantee yourself so many views, and it's just it's stupid because it's like why can the TikTok algorithm make such a drastic change depending on whether or not you give them money.
But also,
like it could be the highest quality video, the most interesting, highest quality video on the platform, and it'll reach like 6 people.
Yeah.
But you make something that is a trend. Like I noticed it. I made a TikTok that took me about 30 seconds to make. One shot was about 3 seconds, and it was everything turned off. The second shot was 3 seconds, everything was turned on. That got more views and more likes than anything else on my account that I actually put time and effort into.
Both of my most viewed videos are videos of trends that were happening at the time that I kind of related to streaming, and my videos I spend time making with my camera and actually professionally doing get significantly less. I mean, significantly less.
That is the problem with short form content and Twitter. I think TikTok's the worst one for it. I think YouTube Shorts has got a little bit, because you've obviously got the whole YouTube backlog behind it. You know, content creators making good content. But yeah, no, it is shitty. You know, I haven't had a TikTok go viral or popular. I think my most popular one would probably be about, I don't know, 1,400 views, and that's literally just one of my clips. But that's all I do. I just put my clips on there. I haven't really done much content as like the only ones I've done edited really flopped, and so that kind of just pushed me away from doing them.
Yeah.
I just couldn't
to be fair, that's what pushed me away from stopping TikTok in general. Like, I enjoy making the content, but when I'm being held back by an algorithm that doesn't want to promote actual content, it's just so disheartening. Like,
it's very demotivating.
Like,
it's
Like I made a couple of videos on the big leak for Battlefield when that came out. When
I remember those.
Paul was coming out, and I spent about an hour and a half doing this video, and obviously it was only a minute video, so I was like, it won't do brilliant, but it should do okay, and it got like 4 likes or something, and it was just like, what is the point in me putting all of this effort into a video if you have people that literally just spend 4 seconds to make a video and it gets like hundreds of thousands of likes and millions of views?
Because the thing is, I mean, to start with, whenever you're starting content creation, it is going to be slow. Like, it has to be slow. Like, it doesn't matter if you're using the best editing software and you have an amazing quality video. At the start, it's going to be slow. But the problem with things like with TikTok specifically is even tech. Like, I know I'm not going to name her, but I know a streamer and content creator who currently has, I think, about 1.8 million followers, and she did streaming. Back in the day, she used to get like 500,000 viewers per video on TikTok.
Yeah,
which kind of made sense at the time, given her following and the content she was making.
I actually think I know who this is.
And then you might do and once like TikTok's just stop promoting like good content, she'd be lucky if at the moment if she gets over. She now has more followers than that, by the way. She'd be lucky if she gets over 20k a video.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Jeez, that is
like
which is why I don't understand that why they have a follower button, like a follow button anyway. Because if they're not gonna push your content out to the people that follow,
well, it's a separate menu, isn't it? Like everybody on TikTok will just go through their For You page. I don't know anybody that goes through their follower page. Yeah, nobody.
I go my this is weird for me because I go my following a lot,
but that doesn't count.
No, but that's because I make content and everyone I follow is like people who do similar things. So I often go on it to see what they're doing and kind of like stay well versed in what's going on tech wise.
Fair.
If you know what I mean. But yeah, that's the thing. Like it's. I know TikTok's just not it right now.
It's not great, and it's very disheartening. I think to try and do anything on a platform like TikTok. Like, yes, the discoverability is better than it would be on Twitch, but then at the same time, like Twitch is also a lot less effort, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like especially when you're playing with somebody that you can like just bounce back and forth from, and the content comes naturally.
Yeah. And it's there,
it's a lot easier than trying to make content for TikTok. I think anyway.
Oh, sorry, carry on.
No, I was just thinking with the thoughts actually not that interesting, so please carry on.
I was going to say, like, the thing with TikTok, I've seen this happen with one person I know, but the thing with TikTok is it's very much like, I guess a good way of putting it in a modern term is Bitcoin. You if you've got a channel and you see it's going well, what you want to do is then try and, in a way, unload that revenue you're getting, or that followership you're getting, to a different platform, because it's not going to stay. It's an unstable platform, unfortunately, TikTok. As much as it is brilliant, it is unstable as all hell. So trying to move those, like you did well, getting them to your Twitch, so you still got, a couple of them that may come over or come in, but try and move them away from like, using TikTok is where you discover them and bring them over to somewhere else to stay.
Yeah,
because TikTok is never going to be, it's like Vine. Unfortunately, it will die out eventually.
Well, it did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, no, I agree with what you're saying though, because I saw something the other day. Someone put like, TikTok is for now, YouTube is forever. Like, a YouTube follower or like a YouTube viewer is there forever. TikTok and Twitch and all that are very temporary. In that compared to something like YouTube anyway. Like, TikTok's brilliant in that your discoverability is, compared to most things, amazing, because your video can show up on anybody's phone.
Yeah.
Whereas YouTube, if you're just starting out, you almost have to search up for them specifically.
No, yeah.
But then in the long term, your discoverability becomes more and more and more basic, just like someone who just starts, for example.
No, that's yeah. I think he perfectly put it the right way. Now, Cameron joked that your Rich Wallet video, it's definitely not. It's not like it's a paid video, so you have to get it out. I've got a mate. The mate that is doing the maps. He's a YouTuber. I think he's got 48k followers. That's subs at the moment. But I knew him from college, and when he was doing stuff in college, he got, from the time I know him, he got 2 free monitors from BenQ. One was like a 32-inch ultra wide 4K.
Oh, I think you actually told me this before. Yeah.
He got that for his gaming like setup videos he did. As far as I'm aware, he never made a video on it. He just got the monitor and just uses it.
Yeah, I think is.
I think that's the thing, though. I think
Someone
that's the thing,
asked
though.
me
Like, a lot of the time,
they're making a risk. Like the company's making the risk to rely on you making that content. You don't necessarily.
Because there is no
have
contract.
To. Yeah.
No.
So
like whenever companies send me stuff, they ask me if I'd like to review it, or if I can review it and stuff like that, and I'm like, yeah, of course. But there is nothing to stop me taking it and just selling it straight away, or just take it and block the email.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that wouldn't do well for me, because it takes away my content, and the word would get out that I'm not a reliable, like,
reviewer.
But there is legally nothing to stop you from doing that. You don't sign anything.
Yeah.
They're just like, here you go, please make a video soon.
Yeah.
It just annoyed me, because he gets there's an electric longboard company that isn't, I think it's like 2 hours out from us, but he loves electric longboards. I want to say they're called
so
Slick
cool.
Revolution is the ones he gets.
Right.
From the time I've known him, he's got 4 different ones from the company. He doesn't review them, he just gets
Send me
them.
your email, man.
Yeah. He just gets them because they're in his videos.
Have they not and does he tag them in the videos?
Yeah, I think he's done a couple videos for them, but like, he doesn't actively review each one individually, or at least hasn't.
Well, I guess once you get to the point, I mean, 48,000 followers on YouTube is pretty big.
Yeah.
That's like really big. Like, I guess, and also some companies specifically, like each company that I review things for, they usually send me a script of things that they would like to mention, or they would just, or some companies just say, please give your honest review. And sometimes I've given my honest review and I'll say, this is really great, but this could be done better. Or, for example, if you're being paid to promote a product, 9 times out of 10, they're going to send you a script of things that they want you to say.
Yeah.
I know. And like, I've had I have my unpaid. I said, this was good. I like this. And I generally didn't have anything bad to say about them. Just being the product that it is, I really like them, and I still use mine to this day. So, and if I wanted to say something bad about them, I would have. If I wanted to say something, I could have, because I wasn't legally tied to it. But if it was a company that I wasn't happy with or didn't like or stuff like that, because like Ridge Walls, obviously, like, they're expensive, but in a way, like, they're a premium sort of product in a way. Like, they're you can't really break these things. But if it was a much cheaper product, I would, and it was poorly made, I wouldn't have any issue saying what was wrong with it. Because again, because again, you're not tied to anything. You can say what you want to.
I just want to say,
they're sending it to you.
I do not agree with these two. Ridge Wallet, your Ridge Wallets are perfectly priced. Send me one. No, honestly, I love Ridge Wallet as a company. I've got nothing against them. There's nothing they've done as far as web bad.
Shadow Legends.
But you can quite literally get the same device on Amazon for a quarter the price.
You could.
I think it's more the name.
It wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't. I will say now, like, after someone who has used both a cheap card holder and an expensive one, like, if I had the money, I would pay more for one like this. But for the average person, they are a premium product.
Yeah.
It is a lot of money. It's definitely kind of like a birthday gift or a treating yourself kind of thing. It's not like something you could probably just go around and buy. But I don't know. But again, like, not every single company is going to have stuff that you can just pull out, your wallet and pay for whenever. Some companies just have premium products. Ridge Wallet do, but to that, you're paying a premium, but you are also getting a very, very premium product. Like that, I've been sent multiple things, and they're all very, very good. But then again, yes, they are expensive.
Actually, sticking on this topic, I've actually done this to a couple of my guests.
Mm-hmm.
If there's to both of you, is there a specific company you would love to be sponsored by?
Samsung.
That was quick, but also not what I was expecting. Don't you have an iPhone?
Yes.
Don't you have an Apple? Weren't you going to buy an Apple Watch?
I did buy an Apple Watch.
Andy has an iPad.
Samsung, okay, explain yourself.
HomePod Mini.
Right, how are you gonna sell yourself to a Samsung, you Apple geek? And AirPods.
Well,
I've just realized you went.
And AirPod Pros. Well, there's Jacob's gorgeous face.
Have the same ones.
That. To be fair, Samsung, I'm pretty sure Samsung make the screens in these things anyway. They make a lot of the parts. But not just that, but think about it. The amount of things that you could get sent from, like, by Samsung to they make their own monitors, they make their own TVs, they make their own speaker systems, they make their own fridges, microwaves, I'm pretty sure they make washing machines and tumble dryers, phones, obviously their own tablets, headphones, watches. The amount of they even make their own bloody Hoovers, for Christ's sake. The amount of things that you could get sent by being sponsored by Samsung is just unbelievable.
Yeah, but okay, so wait, sorry.
The same with LG.
I want to delve back on this because Pat's question was, who would you like? Because you didn't say a reason for like partnering up. I guess your reason was just because you wanted free stuff. Like, is there a company that you'd want to partner with for reasons other than they'll send you like free stuff? Is there a company that you just like because of their ethic or because of their products, or just like?
Let's word this differently. Is there a company you would like to get sponsored by that isn't going to deck out your next house?
That's a better question.
If it gets sponsored by Samsung, you don't literally have to buy it. You'll get the beds on the sponsorship, your dishwasher, your washing machine, your fridge.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'd probably go for like a clothing brand, to be honest.
That's fair.
Because that could also branch out into many different things. Like my old work uniform. So one of my old jobs is I worked for a company that I basically went out and I helped older people with their technology. It was mainly just setting up printers and fixing internet problems, but I got paid for it. So but the uniform that I had was just like this generic hoodie, but it was a Nike. It was a proper Nike nylon kind of like hoodie thing.
Oh, sick.
So I think if I was to probably pick a brand, it would be some sort of like clothing brand that I could then have made into my own merch that they would sell with their
I agree.
quality.
I actually agree with that because Cameron, I was telling you earlier about the people who have done quite well on TikTok who stream and stuff like that. Two of them have actually are partners with Converse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and that's actually the videos they've made on those are actually really, really, really cool. because they do obviously do like giveaways. You get free shoes, free hoodies, and stuff like that.
Sick.
And actually, a clothing company would be really, really cool to partner with. Personally, I would love to partner with Asus simply because of the graphics cards, seeing as there are none at the moment. And they also have a lot of really interesting like junior partner programs. Like Asus actually have they have like tech sort of conventions where they invite small content creators to go and make content and stuff like that. Like Asus actually they do a lot for small creators compared to most companies anyway. But I mean, I guess it's difficult to say. I would love to partner with Nike and not say a little bit because of the money or the free stuff. You can't not. That's always going to be an incentive.
Well, yeah. I'm actually surprised you two said that. But they're fair. That's like I can't deny you for the Samsung. Like, genuinely a smart sponsorship right there. But like a clothing brand, that's like you can get some like Converse. I love Converse. I don't have any, but I've got high top sneakers. They're my favorite type of shoes. I wasn't aware that's the actual name of the shoe as well. The Converse is a high top sneaker. Or high top trainer. That's the definition of that shoe. It's a high top sneaker. But my always go to is like a company like Sneak or Pringles. Free food or drink. How could you go wrong?
True. You know what? True. I agree with that actually. Free food or drink.
Because like
you can't really go wrong with that.
Yeah, but I just have a problem with G Fuel and Sneak anyway. So.
Yeah, but like
maybe Monster or Red Bull. That would be a good one.
Because
after the non-healthy version, yeah.
My favorite example of that is like
it's not healthy.
It's definitely less healthy.
I'm not saying it's. I'm not saying that they're a healthy alternative, but it's like obviously.
You have G Fuel.
I have 2 tubs of G Fuel that are both still full, because I can't get myself to drink them. Not because they don't taste good, because they really do, and.
Why would you not then?
The taste really nice, because you get to the bottom of the cup, and you get to the bottom of the drink, and it's all just like sediment.
Okay, you're definitely no, Cameron. I've said this to you so many times. You are not shaking it properly.
No, no, genuinely, because I don't know. What have you had G Fuel or have you had something else, Kobe?
I've had Sneak. I'm looking at 3 tubs of it.
Because
right now.
I've heard G Fuel's really chalky. That might be why. I've never had that issue with my Sneak.
I think they both are. To be fair,
I've never had.
I've never had an issue with like sediment build-up in Sneak. If you just shake it properly, it's going to be fine.
How long do you drink it? Like, do you leave it there for about 5 hours and then drink it? Or do you drink it all when you've...
No, like I grab, I don't know, I usually before a stream or I can go to... I actually have it when I go to the gym.
That's what I'm saying to Cameron, is because
there's energy in it.
The only reason there'll be sediment at the bottom is because you've left it too long.
Yeah.
It's the thing,
it takes me like, I don't know, like 30 minutes to an hour. I just slowly work my way through it when I'm streaming or something. Yeah. It's just like a nice little, it's just like an energy booster.
I'm not against it. I'm just genuinely interested why there's going to be sediment at the bottom. I've never had G Fuel.
Yeah, I think you're doing something wrong, Cameron. I'm sorry to say
you see,
to you,
I'm not though, because like I'll make myself like a cup of G Fuel.
Do you put the milk in first?
A cup, Cameron? Are you putting it in a shaker, Cameron?
I'm putting it in a shaker. I have 3 shakers. I have 2 G Fuel
this is what you do. Ready?
And a Sneak shaker.
You put water in
to make G Fuel. I'm
one
not.
Tub of G Fuel. You put the splitter shaker thing in. Screw it on top.
The splitter.
You go like that. You go like that for a minute.
I see you've got the same one as me then.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's the best one. Have you seen the new metal one?
Up. No, I want the metal one though. Literally, you shake it, and then you drink it, and there you go. That has been sitting there for 2 days, and that still has a bit of juice in it. And there's no sediment in that.
No, I'm not again. I'm just genuinely curious.
Explaining how to make G Fuel to me.
Well,
like
apparently you don't know how to, so I kind of had to.
So when I stream, I'll normally have I'll always have a bottle of water with me. I'll always have a bottle of water, and then I'll either have a Camer0nStev or I'll have a G Fuel. Normally it's Monster because I always drink Monster, but I'll make it, and over like my 2 to 3 hour stream, I'll finish it about halfway through. So it'll take me about an hour, maybe an hour and a half to drink it. But I will just need to like neck like that much at the bottom, because it's just sediment. Like I'll make it. Obviously, I'll shake it, and then I'll shake it again before I even take the before I take every single drink to try and stop that sediment. But
genuine question. Do you put you get those little spoon cup things? Do you put a full one of those in?
I usually put a little bit just below.
I was going to say, have you ever tried putting just half in? Because I've only used the pouches, and that might be why. There's just a tiny bit too much in it.
I'll normally have it up to about the line.
Okay.
To be fair, I do make it wrong.
So you just had a go at us for telling
You just went against me saying, I know how to make it, and I explained to you, and you go, to be fair, I do it wrong.
So, obviously, it's meant to be like, is it 300 milliliters a serving?
I fill it up till about...
In the sneak one, it's 700 milliliters.
That's what I do.
I think, no, 500 milliliters.
I never do like the top.
One.
I do like a little bit just below.
I was going to say, I normally make it between 500 and 600 mil.
Okay, yeah, that's what sneak is 500 mil with a little cap, with the little the little paper things.
Sachet.
Yeah, no, genuinely, one of my thinking about it. I know it will never happen, but it would be genuinely a dream. I would say you're very much like me, Kobe. I'm a watch man. I fucking love my watches. A sponsorship with a watch company would genuinely be probably knowing really I've made it. Depending on the company as well. Like I have a fake Cartier Paris here. Can't even see it. But like owning a proper one of those, that would be a nice little
watches. Just I feel like watches are like there's something about them that there's so much more to them than just actually being something to tell time. They really they almost like show your place in society.
Yeah.
Having a really, really expensive watch, spending that much on an item which is just not necessary.
What was that, Cameron?
It like shows you like, I mean, this watch is like 50 quid.
That's a movement, isn't it?
No, it's what is it? A Seconda.
Oh, okay. It's
not a great watch. I like the look of it. It's minimal and it's waterproof and all that, and it's a very clean, and it's got like it genuinely does have a leather strap, which is nice. But I would love to have a really good watch.
Yeah.
Like I guess a watch company would be a really cool thing to like partner with, I guess.
See, I think that's why I went out and got myself an Apple Watch, because I have watches. So this one that I was just showing you before, this one is the one that I wear like 90. Like before I got my Apple Watch, I wore this one like 90% of the time, and it's a Michael Kors watch, and it's classed as like a hybrid smartwatch. So,
or has it got like a little screen on it?
No, it's like an actual like analog watch face that you can't change.
So what's smart about it?
But it tracks your steps. It can tell you the temperature. So
if it's got no time, it's got no screen, how does it tell you how many steps?
On your phone, it tracks it.
So that one there, that's the steps. Like how so you'll set your steps limit, and it'll go from like 0 to 100%, and then it'll like vibrate until you've made your goal. This red to blue will normally show you the temperature, but then the buttons you can use to like control your music and everything from your phone.
That's quite cool, actually.
I'm in this.
And the best part is it just uses a regular watch battery. So I think I've had this for about 2 years. I've changed the battery in it once.
Oh, not bad.
Really? That's pretty good.
I also have a U-boat watch, which is a very, very nice watch with a very, very nice leather strap, but I can't wear anymore because it has a so it has like a cover for the thing that you use the dial to change the time.
Oh,
I lost the cover, so the watch makes no sense. Yeah. So do you know how like it hooks on?
Yeah.
The actual covers come off because it came unhooked and it fell off and I lost it, so I can't. But U-boat don't actually make the watch anymore. So all of U-boat's watches are they're all like limited supply.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they all are, but the one I got was like a limited supply one, and it was about £800. So not a cheap watch. But they're also well, it was my dad who gave me it. My dad bought me it. So that came off, and I tried to get in touch with U-boat, and I tried to give them all the details for the watch, and they were like, yeah, there's nothing that we can do about it. You're just gonna have to deal with it. So I've taken it to like loads of different watch shops. I've driven all the way. So like I live in Newcastle, and the nearest U-boat shop to me was in Middlesbrough, and it wasn't even there anymore. U-boat didn't even update their website. So I drove like an hour and a half about an hour down to Middlesbrough to go to specifically to go to this U-boat shop that wasn't there anymore, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it hasn't been here for ages, so there's nothing that we can do because nobody can touch U-boat watches except U-boat, unless it's to like change the battery or something, or like
so it's like they're like the Apple of the world,
it.
like the Apple are now making phones that it's actually impossible to take the back off to fix them if something goes wrong. They're like the Apple of watchmakers, then.
Yeah. Oh, actually, did you guys hear about that with the iPhone 13?
No.
Fucking disgraceful.
So it was a big thing when the 13 came out, because when the phone boots, it does like a hardware check.
Oh
like
no.
your computer does. Somebody had actually gotten 2 identical iPhone 13s, same color, same storage, same like more or less the same device with a different manufacturing number on it. They switched the cameras. Neither phone worked.
So they're system locking them now to the hardware.
You basically can't make your own fixes to them. If you want it fixed, you have to pay the premium and go to Apple.
Has anybody replaced the screen on it yet?
I don't
Probably.
Because if it hardware locks you for the screen, then that is literally just the second-hand market for iPhones dead if they keep doing that.
Yeah, cause I think I saw someone actually took off the back of it to try and fix something internally, like in the motherboard.
They make it as difficult as
on like a 12, that would have been an instant fix. There's like a professional like phone fixer. He knew what he was doing, and he did everything perfectly. Put it back on, and they just refused to boot.
Well,
they want everyone to go to them to pay loads of money to get them fixed.
Now I understand your Samsung sponsorship even more. Honestly, that is Apple.
It's bad.
Just getting worse and worse and worse.
But
honestly.
like, it's such a big thing, and it really doesn't need to be. So like, there's been so many cases of somebody like uploading like the schematics of like the logic boards and the motherboards of like phones and MacBooks and everything, and Apple like send them. What's the word?
DMCAs.
Not DMCAs. The other one. Oh, this is gonna bug me. No, it's not a DMCA. But it's the one where like you have to like stop doing it.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I know what you mean. Like a letter of
a threat, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Apple shut them all down because technically it is their trademark, but you can't buy them from Apple.
Yeah.
It's not as though they make them available to purchase and someone's just pirating it and putting it online. People are actually making these themselves and they're getting shut down.
No, that is fucking shit. And that actually kind of reminds me, I'm gonna segue a little bit over just so we can start closing this up, because it has just got to an hour and I didn't realize.
Oh my god, it has actually.
Oh my god.
This kind of reminds me of like what Apple are doing. Kind of reminds me of what Activision used to do with their anti-cheating, like how they used to get rid of cheaters. Is they would literally just go to the cheat makers and say, "Hey, can you stop this, or we're gonna fine you." This was before they had the anti-cheat. And that kind of reminds me a little bit more of a segue as to, have you heard about what's happened to Battlefield's, Battlefield 2042's cheat producers, cheat makers, what they've done?
No.
So they've stopped making cheats for Battlefield 2042, not because EA have told them to stop, but because of how bad the game performs, the cheats don't work.
Ha! Oh, that's embarrassing.
Oh my god.
That's
the
so
same people
embarrassing.
who are like, yeah, there'll be cheats for the beta, there'll be cheats day one, and now they just don't work because the game doesn't let them.
Yeah,
not on purpose, I presume.
No, I know. The game just performs so badly on PC that the cheats just don't do what they're made to do. So there's no point selling faulty cheats. So they've just stopped making them.
I mean, have you seen that? What's it called?
Even your cheaters are stopping because the game's so bad. That's got to tell you something.
I mean, Vanguard's anti-cheat. They develop a new anti-cheat, Ricochet, a new anti-cheat software. I think it was hacked within about 8 hours.
Yeah, it literally. You put anything on the internet, it's going to be hacked within a day.
Oh yeah, I mean, I still quite consistently play. I took a very long break from Warzone. I only came back to playing it about a month ago. And I don't think I could get through like an hour and a half gaming session without running into at least one or two hackers.
That's just ridiculous.
I mean, this company's making. What did I say to you, other Cameron? 5.1 million a day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they've just been
You
bought
would,
out
you
as
would
well.
think some of that money could be put towards a slightly more, effective anti-cheat system,
Anti-cheat.
but apparently not.
It
But
You know what we need?
actually,
More
going-
skins on guns. That's what we need.
Going back to Battlefield, I'm very, very worried about that game. That EA are
It's-
just going to do what they did to Hardline and do what they did to Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna
it's
be honest.
just gonna
I
be
think
dead.
I think it already is too far gone. I don't think there's anything they can.
I
back.
don't know.
I think.
But you
I know, I
say
think
that, but look at
personally,
games like
I
No
think
Man's Sky.
If they give up on support for it,
Okay.
like they did with Hardline, it's going to go into the dirt. If Season 1 and Season 2 are better, if they can bring up updates that help system performance, and they actually bring content that's going to bring the player base back, then it might have a chance. I think you're right in a way that it's too far gone from
It's
release.
too far gone. I think it's too far gone to get the response that they should be having.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But currently, live on Twitch right now, they have it just under 1,000.
Oh yeah, there's more people playing. I don't know if you've heard of
Farming
BattleBit.
Simulator.
There's more people playing BattleBit, which is a Battlefield copycat. It looks like Roblox, but it's Battlefield.
There's more people playing Farming Simulator too.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's like it was such a. I saw a video yesterday that made me really sad, and it was like someone really happy playing a game, and there was a photo of Battlefield 1, and I personally loved Battlefield 1. It was honestly, there was something. It was just always so enjoyable. A bit of lag didn't matter. If you had shitty teams, it didn't matter. Like the game was just so fun and that enjoyable that it was amazing. And then you cut now to having a game like Battlefield 42, and you're just thinking, why couldn't they do the same thing?
It's
Like
very hard. Like I came in at Battlefield 3, and that was a different era of gaming.
I remember Battlefield
Modern
3.
Warfare
I
2.
max rank on Battlefield 3. I missed that.
Modern Warfare 2. We're never gonna get a Modern Warfare 2 experience again because it's a different. The world's changed. Is
A different
the honest
time.
truth.
Yeah.
Like the new Call of Duty is rumored to be Modern Warfare 2. I'm interested to see how that goes. I hope it's like Modern Warfare 2019 actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but then look at Battlefield 4.
Yeah, but that came straight after Battlefield 3.
Yeah, but Battlefield 4 came out, and it was full of bugs and netcode problems and everything. And now, because EA spent the time and money to fix the game, it's one of the best Battlefields they've ever made.
Which one?
And it's
Battlefield
just-
4?
Battlefield 4, yeah.
It is, yeah.
And it's like I would much rather have had the new Battlefield game be played on the Frostbite 3 engine that Battlefield 4 came from. Or even if they just re-released Battlefield 4 and gave it some more content, that would have been so much better.
It has to be on a new engine. That's why it's performing so badly. Because if they just use the same one as like Battlefield 5, that performed brilliantly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could play Battlefield 5 in 4K
Yeah. And
at
so,
like 30 FPS, granted, on a 1070, but I could still play it at 4K. That's how good it was.
how did they fuck it up so badly? You know, I love Battlefield. I was so hyped for it, and then they just messed it up.
Well, all reviews, it has 88,000 reviews at the moment. Almost every single one were negative. 38% of the 88,000 were just over positive.
That's just...
That's
it's
50k plus that were very negative.
It is... I'm just sad about that, because it was a game I was super hyped about. And
I was so excited to have a new game to
Literally.
play on stream.
And yeah,
I
a
was
new
so
game to play on
excited.
stream. But now I have to play Tarkov. So... Honestly, you should have
It's
been
not
there.
that bad.
You should have been there, Jacob, yesterday. It was the funniest
so
thing in the
funny.
world. I genuinely
But
thought
do
you were
know
going to
what it is?
die.
Do you know what it is? I completely understand the anger, but it just came out of nowhere.
Like it was after you looted as well. We just all got there, and then she just randomly it just went off.
Like I have known like that group of people for like nearly a year. So like the beginning of the last wipe,
Yeah.
when you got me into the game, it was like not long after that I met that group of people. Never ever have I heard her lose her shit.
Oh.
Ever. Not once in the entire time I've known her have I heard her lose her shit. Ever. And then it's just like that. I was just out here like, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
Like, please never do this again.
It was so. I was just sat in the corner like, parents, please stop fighting. Like, that's what it sounded like.
like she like when you went away, like she obviously, since she didn't have you stream up, she didn't know like if you'd left. Obviously I knew you didn't, but she didn't know if she didn't know if you had left, you like so people could hear us.
Yeah.
So she messaged me and she was just like, I'm so sorry, I should not have lost my shit with you like that, it's a stupid fucking game.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're right, but I completely understand, because I would have been royally fucked off if that would be me in your position.
I don't blame you. I don't at all. No, yeah, we're coming up to 2 hours, so we'll call it. No, coming up to 2 hours. We're coming up to an hour 20, so we'll call it a day there.
Okay.
I do have one last question.
Sure.
Just a quick one. What have you sticker bombed your mic boom arm with?
What?
Sorry, what?
Have you sticker bombed your mic boom arm, Cameron?
No.
He has. I've seen it. He has.
That little circular
stickers.
galaxy stick.
Because didn't you? I swear you did, Jacob, at some point with your old one.
With my old boom arm, I did. Yeah.
So I noticed. I didn't know if that
anymore.
was just something you both organised at the same time.
No, there were
Still
just.
got the pack.
Yeah, I've got dust all over my hand now. It was just something that I saw on Shein. I've got a whole load of them somewhere.
Fair.
But
That's
I was
sick.
tempted to do it all over my desk as well. But then I was like, if I ever need to clean my desk with like actual water, they're all just gonna melt. I actually had a bunch of them stuck to the back of this phone case as well, and they all just peeled. It was awful.
I've been looking
These
to get.
I need to redo this one, to be fair.
I've been looking to get a D-brand skin for my phone. I had one on my old one, and I want to get one
I
again.
know, but they're expensive.
They're not that expensive. It's like £18. It's like £20
but
plus delivery.
do they work? Like, do
Yeah.
they actually work? Like, do they stop your phone from getting smashed?
Yes. I don't know if I'll be able to find my old phone, but I had an old Sony that, funny story, at college, I was showing everybody, I was sat at a table with them, and I was showing everybody my phone, and it dropped off the table, and I picked it up, and I looked at the screen, I was like, look at that, my screen didn't smash, it's not an iPhone, and my friend behind me laughed at me, and I turned it around, and the entire back of the phone had smashed. And so
Just looked like a bit of a dickhead.
So I bought a D brand for it and covered it up, and you couldn't tell it was broken. I bought a nice carbon fiber white. They are really nice skins, and you can replace them if you want to spend more money on more than one skin. That's a sponsor. There you go, D brand. Come at me.
D brand.
I want to stick up on my boom arm with D brands because I'm a royalist. No.
Well, that's the only reason I did it, because it's always my arm, like Jacob's, but Jacob's all fancy and got a blue mic arm. It's always visible, so I didn't want it just to be black and boring. Is yours a blue as well?
No, mine's a Rode with a Rode mic because I'm OCD like that. I was gonna say, Cameron, you ever thought about Jacob, you ever thought about getting a Shure boom arm?
Sure don't make boom arms. I think you're thinking of Elgato.
I would love one of their Elgato boom arms, to be honest. They're just.
I don't think they do.
I swear
No,
they did.
Rode make them. Sure don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of the new Elgato one. Which are very, very cool.
They've got two. They've got a low one which looks pretty pog, and then a
tall one,
like a normal one, yeah. Which, if I had the money, I would get, but
they are cool.
Expensive, and it's not like I need one, so
Yeah.
it's just yeah. Anyway,
That's why I've stuck with this one.
that's fair.
I don't need another one.
That's my problem. Is I'm like, I don't need a new mic, but I'm gonna sell my old one and buy a new one. Why? I don't know. Because I want to.
Because you can.
Yeah, it makes no difference.
Because unfortunately, we now have access to adult money.
God, I fucking hate adult money, man.
Oh,
I love it and hate
A
it.
useless
Ruining
crap.
everything.
Yes.
Hey, look at these! I got these for Christmas with my adult money, and I didn't even fit them right, so you can't even see them. You can't even see them properly in my webcam.
I need some of those. I broke
It's
my
so
LEDs on the back of my
sad.
bed, so I need some new LEDs or something in the background. But no, honestly, it's been an absolute pleasure, you two. As always,
Thank you for having us.
I know, thank you.
is there anything you two want to promote?
No, I think I said my piece at the beginning. I think I'm good.
Come follow me on Twitch. It is twitch.tv
there he is.
/Camer0nStev, CAMER0nStev.
He has to spell it out
shame.
because there's a zero that's hidden in there, and I keep forgetting
the
that.
zero definitely confuses things. I'm also pretty
yeah.
sure I own the other one, but I don't know the details for it.
Just like the podcast channel. There's 2 podcast channels because I forgot the credentials on the first one, so I had to re-upload all the episodes onto the second one.
Oh, Jesus.
So that was when I got a new hard drive and just forgot everything. So that was fun. But no, honestly, it's been an absolute pleasure. This is gonna be fun to edit because someone messed it up.
So someone decided to share their screen halfway through.
My bad.
It's funny, honestly. I've got an idea to fix that, but no,
Was
I do
that
appreciate
accident?
that. It was accident. No, honestly,
Accident?
do go and check these 2 out on Twitch. And you don't make TikToks anymore, do you, Cameron?
Not really, no.
Go and check out Kobe on
We're
TikTok.
trying to get him back into it. He's struggling though.
If I start, you can start. But no, honestly, thank you very much. As always, have a good evening, good day, good night, or good morning, and we'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra. You can say bye.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
Okay.